Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I so appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about change happens. Plans have to evolve. You know, the only constant in life is change, right? We all know that. I mean, change happens. It just is what it is. It's only natural for your original plans to evolve into different forms over time. Sometimes it's because we gain knowledge and insight that helps us improve our plans and we choose to make those changes. And sometimes something happens or things change and we need to learn to adapt or we need to adapt to them. So every step of the journey to reach our goals will unlock secrets that we didn't know before. It's just part of life. It's part of the journey going through life, right? So as our plans take on characteristics that we hadn't planned on, our thinking also has to evolve to accommodate those changes. You might need to add or take away certain portions of reaching your goals so that they can move along more naturally. You know, sailors know that they can't change the direction of the wind. They can't change the way the wind blows, but they can change their sails so that they can better catch that wind and get them to their destination. And so inevitably, those winds are going to change again. Even though they've changed their sails, the winds are going to change again, and they're going to have to make adjustments to accommodate that wind, right? So change is just an unavoidable constant in our work and in our business lives. Sometimes it's within our control, but often it's not. You know, our jobs or roles change, and it's not always for the better, to be honest, right? Things happen. Our organizations undergo, reorganizing, or maybe they revamp their strategies, and we need to adjust. Things happen. So as many of you know, Avon has been purchased by LG Home and Health. Actually, I'm really excited by this, and I believe it's going to be good for all of us. I really do. Some of the amazing products that are coming out and some of the technology and the innovative, it's just amazing. I'm just really excited by it. But because of the purchase, as with any company purchase, at Avon, we're dealing with a lot of changes. And that's to be expected, right? When a company is sold and there's new owners. And that's a big part of why I'm talking about being prepared for change right now. But I'm not going to go into details about Avon because I'm talking to you right now. And you might not even be in my Avon business. But whether you're in my Avon business or you're not, I'm hoping that this will apply to you, whatever business you're in, or even in your job. At some point, there's going to be changes that you're going to have to adapt to, right? So I'm talking to you, right? So what's really important when you're dealing with change is looking at your long-term goals. What are you ultimately trying to accomplish? You know, look out into the future. Look out. Where do you want to be in 5 years or in 10 years? What is it that you're working towards? Because when you have insight about where it is that you're going, a transformation happens both in your mind and in your goals as you move along, and then powerful changes take place. First, we become really clear about just how much this particular change means to us. You know, is it something that we're willing to go through to get us to our final goal? You know, if not, we might decide to change our plans or maybe try something different altogether. Maybe we even change companies. I don't know. Maybe we change jobs, or maybe we go a whole different direction and we go after something else. That's the decision we have to make. And is this change going to help us towards our long-term goal? And ultimately, though, if we decided that ultimately we still have a goal and we still want to get there, and this plan that we have still is going to get us there, then we need to work with the changes. It's just how it is, right? So rather than fight the changes, accept them for what they are and move on. When you resist the changes, you're resisting the inevitable, and you won't be able to harness the power that the change can bring. You know, some changes aren't really good for meeting our goals. You know, maybe they're not what we had in mind, and it becomes an obstacle, right? That change becomes an obstacle that has to be overcome. But even those changes are for the good because it causes us to grow and learn. And so don't be so fixated on the failure that you fail to see the benefits, because there's some bumps in the road. So there's some changes right now that are going to happen that we're going to have to adapt to. But, you know, when we adapt and we grow and we become the person that overcomes that challenge, that might put us in a better position to even reach our goal, right? So transformations and changes that aren't expected or planned can be the best teachers in our life. So those curveballs that life throws our way will either serve to make us stronger and more determined to reach our goals, or they're going to stop us dead in our tracks. And unless you're flexible enough to adapt to the changes and keep focused on the ultimate goal, you're destined to become stagnant. You want to be stagnant, right? So accept that your life's journey is going to come with pitfalls and pinnacles. Don't be so unmoving that you can't change your plans to fit the circumstances. No human being, nobody has ever reached the pinnacle of success without facing challenges that they didn't plan on in the beginning. Those differences, the difference in those successful people is that they confronted the challenge as they appeared, and they learned how to use it for their benefit. They learned how to go over it or around it or through it or turn it into something that works for them, right? So resisting those inevitable changes is like that ship that's sailing across the ocean, proceeding on course the way it planned in the beginning, with no regard to the weather or the waves maybe moving it off course, and the captain not taking control and changing the set of the sail, right? What's that? That's foolish. That's not going to get the ship to where it wants to go. And so resisting those changes is like that. So doing so can be really foolish for you and can put your goals in jeopardy. So just as it takes time to become a world-class athlete and lots of practice overcoming challenges, it's going to take time for your plans to come to fruition as well. So as time moves on, you're going to finally reach your goals, and you're going to probably keep going for higher and higher and higher goals, but you're not going to do it without changes and challenges and hiccups along the way. So you're going to do it, though. I know you're going to do it because we all do it, and that's why we're successful. And we just have to get through those changes, right? So hey, now I'd love to hear from you. How do you handle change? What tips do you have to move forward in a productive manner and not get lost in the change itself or the challenge or the hiccup? I'd love to hear from you. Please get below. Tell me your thoughts. I know, I don't know it all. And I would love to learn what you have to say too. So anyway, thanks for being here with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.